What up, Tony?
What are you doing for me? Right there.
What do you say about that?
He signed up for a horse, so I just want to know why is he at a TMT event? It doesn't make any sense.
Is that a fight you want to see?
Floyd Mayweather's daughter, Yaya Mayweather, has ignited major controversy after what many believe was an unintentional betrayal. The situation unfolded shortly after Floyd's first court hearing, where he reportedly faced several serious allegations, including tax evasion, unpaid debts to luxury jewelers, involvement in disputed cryptocurrency ventures, breach of contract claims, and accusations involving fake property documentation. Those reported allegations placed him under intense legal scrutiny and increased public pressure.
I'm pretty sure it will break records.
How is your dad so good in trash talking? He's an artist.
I don't know, I guess trash talking just comes natural.
Although the court proceedings were adjourned, the controversy intensified almost immediately afterward when Yaya Mayweather gave an interview in an effort to defend her father. Instead, many believe she accidentally revealed sensitive information. During the interview, she was directly asked whether Floyd was guilty of the reported allegations, and she confidently answered that he was not.
The next status test will be November 15th at London.
He didn't take a shot. I don't know what he said. He said something about me singing the song with him.
While trying to support Floyd, Yaya described him as a successful businessman who is constantly targeted by critics. However, she then appeared to reveal details about his reported involvement with cryptocurrency-related ventures, admitting that she personally invested in some of those projects and even lost money. She also suggested Floyd's role was mainly promotional, claiming he simply accepted payment from project owners to advertise their products rather than being directly responsible for any alleged scams.
Brothers, your uncles.
Yeah.
How come?
Me, my sister, or my brothers don't box. I'm just not into it, and I don't think girls should box anyway.
Are you a boxing expert though? You know the sport?
Actually, I do know a little bit about boxing.
And I am imposing a 6-month sentence in the Park County Detention Center, 90 days of which will be served in custody, the remaining 90 days to be suspended. He will be given 3 days credit for time served and will be...
She further complicated the situation by comparing it to boxing, arguing that just as fighters are punished for mistakes instead of promoters, Floyd should not be blamed. That comparison drew heavy criticism, especially because Floyd Mayweather had previously denied having deep involvement in those reported ventures. Instead, he claimed he believed they were legitimate investments and even portrayed himself as a victim rather than someone actively promoting them.
I would also note this has provided me a number of letters to the community service work that Becky has done, and 20 hours of community service work with Habitat for Humanity, 10 hours of community service work with 3 Square, 15 hours of community service work with the Las Vegas.
Reasons, some of which are rehabilitation, some of which are deterrence, some of which are punishment, and punishment is appropriate. It's not only to deter Mr. Mayweather himself in a specific deterrent sense of not committing these kinds of crimes in the future, but also a general.
Her remarks have now created what many see as a direct contradiction to Floyd's legal defense, potentially placing her in a position where she could reportedly be called as a witness. The interview quickly spread across social media, generating widespread backlash from fans, many of whom criticized both her comments and the possible damage they could cause to her father's legal case.
Things that Mr. Mayweather does for our community, and I think that's great. I hope that those continue. I also am glad to hear that you are now involved in the family court system in California, and hope that that continues and enables you to have a healthy relationship with Ms. Harris and your children. I believe that sentencing...
The reaction across social media was severe. Many users mocked Yaya's intelligence and blamed Floyd's parenting, while others argued that her careless remarks may have made the legal situation even worse. Some commentators suggested her statements could ultimately play a significant role in how the case develops.
His daughter, Ayanna Mayweather, she is going to be pleading not guilty, according to Gossip. Now, her lawyer told Gossip Ayanna is doing fine, although she remains shaken by this unfortunate incident. And according to her lawyer, there's going to be some new information that comes out that I guess we didn't know. So,
adding another layer to the controversy, Yaya Mayweather also has her own history with the legal system. The most notable incident occurred in 2020 during the stabbing case involving LaPatra Loshai Jacobs, where she later pleaded guilty after injuring Jacobs during a confrontation in Houston, leading to serious legal consequences.
Heard on the street, Money Yaya. Well, if you don't know who Money Yaya is, that's Mayweather. You know, Money Mayweather, the Money team's daughter. So, of course, she got little hands, and, you know, she messes with and dates on and off NBA Youngboy. You know, they got like that young, wild teenage relationship going on thing.
The incident was connected to her relationship with NBA Youngboy, as tensions between those involved escalated into violence. The confrontation resulted in Yaya's arrest, the victim's hospitalization, and a civil lawsuit seeking compensation for physical and emotional damages. She ultimately avoided prison by accepting a plea agreement that included 6 years of deferred adjudication, meaning the case could eventually be dismissed if she maintained good behavior, with the possibility of early termination after 2 years. The outcome reflected the seriousness of the charges she faced.
You seen her coming through swinging like Mayweather. I mean, she's Mayweather's daughter. She better have Mayweather's arm or son. They kind of do look alike a little bit. It's kind of creepy. I don't know. But anyway, Mayweather did not comment to this. You know, he normally doesn't comment anything about his, you know, his daughter's situation or her business. You know what I mean? He figures she's a teenager. She's doing her thing as long as she's safe. You know what I mean? What can he do? But NBA Youngboy, of course, he's like playing it smooth.
Now, with both father and daughter surrounded by separate legal controversies, the overall situation involving Floyd Mayweather has become increasingly complicated. The story has raised broader questions about accountability, influence, and the impact of public statements. As events continue to unfold, one thing remains clear. Every word now carries significant weight, and the eventual outcome could influence not only Floyd's legacy but also the public perception of the empire he spent years building.
Bill, we not even on here talking about no money, Bill. Bill, we not even on here talking about no money. This ain't even about no money. This
You
about
brought the
me
money
talking
up.
about- Who did?
You
You
did.
brought the...
Bill Haney did not hesitate to question Floyd Mayweather, not only as one of boxing's greatest fighters but also as a man and a father. He suggested that while Floyd's accomplishments inside the ring are legendary, his performance in life, particularly as a parent, may not be as flawless as he has claimed. Haney even challenged him directly by asking a powerful question about his true record outside the ring, shifting the conversation away from championships and victories toward character, responsibility, and personal legacy.
You brought the money up.
No,
did.
I said what we can do for our kids. I said what we
Bill,
can do
and
for our
I,
kids.
Bill,
my nigga.
I said the same thing.
Was
Bill,
I riding the
once again,
Rolls Royce before my son? Was I riding the Rolls Royce before my son?
Bill,
Bill,
I want to let you know something.
Nigga, knock it
Bill,
off, man. Don't nobody
I ain't
want
got, I
In
ain't,
response, Floyd Mayweather confidently declared that his record in life remains undefeated. However, the controversies involving his daughter, Yaya Mayweather, complicated that statement. Reports also surfaced describing tension between Floyd and Gervonta Davis, with Ryan Garcia claiming their relationship allegedly deteriorated because of personal issues involving Mayweather's daughter. According to those reports, the situation created emotional strain and placed additional pressure on what had already become a fragile professional relationship.
On and off type of problems and, you know, situations that they go through. Now, you guys have seen him in the spotlight numerous times. Like, you know, this is not something new. NBA Youngboy is not new to the spotlight, but he handles handle it with ease. I will say that he doesn't, sweat really. He don't really look like the type to be pressured to say anything. He just chills and relax. He just needs to actually apply that same method to living.
Interview 12. According to Ryan Garcia, the situation was not merely speculation but something many people inside boxing circles were already aware of. He claimed Gervonta Davis had a relationship with Yaya Mayweather, something that may have affected Floyd on a deeply personal level. Garcia also expressed sympathy as a father himself, while suggesting the reported incident contributed to the growing distance between Mayweather and Davis, eventually leading to their separation in 2022.
What time it is with me, man, and I'm gonna keep
What
pushing
time is
this
it with
family
me?
line, man.
What
Welcome to
time?
the
Tell me.
It's the handy business, and look, it's gonna keep on continuing.
You need some help? You need some help with your son?
During a revealing interview, Gervonta Davis explained that the admiration he once had for Floyd Mayweather gradually turned into disappointment. He described multiple problems behind the scenes that extended beyond the rumored personal conflict, including situations where he felt unsupported. Davis even claimed he experienced financial hardship that left him facing eviction and forced him to sell his jewelry. According to him, those difficulties were intentionally allowed to happen because of tensions involving Mayweather's daughter, reflecting a much deeper breakdown of trust between mentor and protege.
And that's not even a secret. That's not something I'm exposing.
Oh wow, that's
After somebody did that to my daughter, it's
right.
hard.
I thought you and Shakur had the deal that you were gonna.
The feud became even more public in 2024 after Floyd Mayweather shared content that appeared to undermine Gervonta Davis's fight promotion. Davis responded with sharp criticism, calling Floyd a bitter figure and warning others about doing business with him. He also brought up earlier incidents, including claims that he had been denied access to training facilities before his fight with Ryan Garcia. What was once viewed as a successful mentorship had now developed into a full-scale rivalry, with both men exchanging public criticism while Davis focused on the next stage of his career and the tension with his former mentor remained unresolved.
Lose situation now. What came out still on top. With Floyd? You said, what was the lose situation? What you mean? Just a little situation that he put me in to, make me lose. But he thought.
You talking about like a boxing match or?
Yeah, boxing match.
Ooh, if you don't mind. If you don't want to, it's fine.
Joseph Pedraza, my first world title. I was 16-0. I was 21 at the time, and I haven't fought in like 7 or 8 months. And around that time...
Speaking on the Mr. J. Hill podcast, Gervonta Davis opened up emotionally about his relationship with Floyd Mayweather. He explained that meeting someone he had admired for years eventually became a painful realization because the reality did not match the public image. Davis described feeling hurt and disappointed after discovering that the person he respected was not who he believed him to be. He also alleged that he was placed in difficult no-win situations early in his career, including being pushed into high-risk fights while under financial pressure, dealing with eviction, and even selling his personal belongings. According to Davis, those circumstances were intentionally created to keep him dependent and under control, ultimately motivating him to separate himself and build his own career.
Crazy to not fight, so when they came back and it was like, all right, you gotta fight, he was like, you gotta fight this fighter, which is Joseph Pedraza. If you don't fight him, you're not fighting. You're like sitting on the show. So I had to fight him. In the midst of all that happened, I got evicted. I had to sell my jewelry. So now, and remind you, I'm letting them boxers that you talking about, I'm putting them on game, letting them know what's going on. Like, see, this was happening. Like, you feel me? I'm letting these guys know. So when it be like people saying they want to fight me.
In closing, Gervonta Davis admitted that he still appreciates what Floyd Mayweather did for him at the beginning of his career. However, he emphasized that the support he received often felt limited, leaving him struggling instead of truly succeeding. That experience ultimately convinced him of the importance of independence and personal growth as he stepped away to take complete control of his own career. Although their partnership once produced championship success and worldwide recognition, it has now become a story defined by lessons, conflict, and separation, reminding boxing fans that behind every great empire are personal battles that shape the journey. Stay connected for more updates, and don't forget to subscribe for the latest boxing news, stories, and exclusive breakdowns. Until next time.